Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Double Reward. Man oftentimes is not thankful and is not grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what today's surah, Surah Al-Adiyat, is about. Surah Al-Adiyat wants us to be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It wants us to be thankful by saying, Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah. But it tells us something else profound, important. That gratitude isn't just by words. It's by words and by deeds. So, when it's time to give zakah, and you want to buy a leather jacket or something like that, put the leather jacket away and give zakah for the sake of Allah. When you want to travel, you want to go on a vacation or you want to go somewhere, what about Hajj? That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to do. Prefer Hajj over something else. When the time for prayer calls, and you want to go to a game, or you want to see something, or you want to have some kind of enjoyment, it's better to pray. When you do all of these things, you're showing your gratitude, you're obeying. You're showing gratitude, a high form of gratitude, and that is through deeds. Let's listen to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this wonderful surah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. By the steeds that run with panting breath, striking sparks of fire by their hooves, and scouring to the raid at dawn, and raise the dust in clouds the while, penetrating forthwith as one into the midst of the foe. Verily, man is ungrateful to his Lord. And to that fact he bears witness by his deeds. And verily, he is violent in the love of wealth. Knows he not that when the contents of the graves are brought out and poured forth, and that which is in the breasts of men shall be made known, verily, that day their Lord will be well acquainted with them. Now this surah starts out with a very beautiful scene. When you read the surah, you can imagine what it's talking about. The horses running and panting and snorting and striking sparks with their hooves and breaking into the midst of a foe. This is an extremely awesome scene, especially for people who have seen it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by the awesomeness and greatness of this scene that man is ungrateful. And also, He tells us that man is violent in his love of wealth. People kill, people rob and steal. For what? For wealth? For things that are pleasurable and enjoyable for a short time, then they pass away. People do amazing things for belongings that are shiny, but then after a short time, all of that fades and goes away. Let's practice this surah here, inshallah. Are you guys ready? Inshallah. Please repeat after me. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
والعاديات ضبحا
والعاديات ضبحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فأثرن به نقعا
فأثرن به نقعا
فوسطن به جمعا
فوسطن به جمعا
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
وحصل ما في الصدور
وحصل ما في الصدور
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
إن ربهم يومئذ
إن ربهم بهم
إن ربهم بهم
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
والعاديات ضبحا
والعاديات ضبحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فأثرن به نقعا
فأثرن به نقعا
فوسطن به جمعا
فوسطن به جمعا
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
وحصل ما في الصدور
وحصل ما في الصدور
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
والعاديات ضبحا
والعاديات ضبحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالمريات قدحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فالمغيرات صبحا
فأثرن به نقعا
فأثرن به نقعا
فوسطن به جمعا
فوسطن به جمعا
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
وحصل ما في الصدور
وحصل ما في الصدور
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
الحمد لله رب العالمين. أخي أبي يوسف, how are you feeling today?
Thanks God.
Alhamdulillah. Do you ready to read Quran?
Little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
No, you have to be very ready.
Yeah.
You have to remember that you're studying the words of Allah. Okay?
Okay.
So how are you feeling today?
A little bit nervous.
Okay. Can you read for us Al-Adiyat?
Inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا.
Hold up. Remember now, we got to keep the difference between the ha and the ha straight. Okay? So I want to hear you say ضبحا. Okay.
ضبحا.
Exactly. Go ahead.
From the beginning.
Yes, please.
والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا.
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 قدحا. فالموريات قدحا.
فالموريات قدحا.
فالمغيرات صبحا.
فالمغيرات صبحا.
فأثرن به نقعا.
فأثرن به نقعا.
فوسطن به جمعا.
فوسطن به جمعا.
Okay. جزاكم الله خيرا. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
How do you feel?
Alhamdulillah.
Are you ready to read the Quran?
Inshallah.
Okay. Can you continue? إن الإنسان.
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود.
No. إن الإنسان.
إن الإنسان.
Okay. Go ahead. Say the whole ayah.
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد.
وإنه.
وإنه.
Okay.
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد.
Okay, hold up. Now here there's a hukm. This hukm is called al-qalqala. And inshallah we're going to cover it. But when you pronounce that dal in the end, you're going to hear a kind of bouncing sound. I know that sounds kind of strange, but if you listen to it and you hear that sound, when I pronounce it, you'll see that it is kind of like a bouncing sound. It's وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. Okay, it wasn't لَشَدِيد. Okay, that sound at the end. Can you do that for us?
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد.
That's better, but it needs to be stronger.
لشديد.
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 Okay, good. أفلا يعلم.
أفلا يعلم إذا بؤثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
Okay. Osama, can you read the first two verses?
إن بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعاديات ضبحا فالنوريات نبأ
فالموريات
صبحا
فالموريات قدحا.
قدحا.
Okay, very good, mashallah. You need to practice that a little bit. Ahmed, can you read the next verse for us? Starting from فالمغيرات.
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلمون إذا بعثر ما في القبور.
Okay, that's enough. That's very good. Let's first of all, that was very beautiful. Let's go back to what you said, فَوَسَّطْنَا. Okay? I noticed that ta had the qalqala on it, which is very good.
Okay.
But this is a tricky word because there's a letter that's pronounced with the corners of your mouth back, and then right after it there's a letter with you're going to purse your lips. There's harf muraqqaq and then harf mufakham. So that's kind of hard. Okay? But the right pronunciation is فَوَسَّطْنَا. Okay, not فَوَسَّطْنَا. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you say that for me? Just that word.
فوسطنا.
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 It's very hard. Okay, very good. And then also the qalqala. Okay, if you could say وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ.
وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ.
Good, excellent. That was very nice.
Thank you.
Boreem, did you hear that qalqala in the end? How he said la shaheed?
No.
You see how it was pronounced and it was very clear and easy to hear? It takes time, but after time you can start to say it easily, inshallah.
Sure.
Okay, inshallah, that's enough for Surah Al-Adiyat. And then when we come back, we're going to be looking at the ahkam of tajweed. Hope to see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. I remember when I was a little boy and I was still learning arithmetic and I was adding numbers, I used to pull out my fingers and I used to count. Inshallah, today we're going to be pulling out our fingers, but not to count numbers, but to count the unit of lengthening our voice, how long we're going to draw our voice out. Let me explain what that means. If you notice when you're listening to the Quran, sometimes you hear a long alif, or a long waw, or a long ya. So the question is, how long? Well, there aren't really any hard and fast rules, but you can lengthen it between 4 to 6 counts. An example will illustrate. The first example that you see is read like this in the Quran. Listen to the first word. وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا. Repeat after me. وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا.
والسماء وما بناها
وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا.
والسماء وما بناها.
Very good. Did you hear that lengthening of the voice?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at another example. Listen to the last word. خُلِقَ مِن مَّاءٍ. Repeat after me. خُلِقَ مِن مَّاءٍ.
خلق من ماء.
One more time. خُلِقَ مِن مَّاءٍ.
خلق من ماء.
Okay, so the question is, well, why did we lengthen that alif? That last sound in ma. The reason is that we have an alif followed by a hamza. Do you see that hamza there after the alif on the line? Do you see that, Burim?
Yes, I see.
Okay. When you have a hamza, or an alif followed by a hamza, you have to lengthen your voice like that. And Burim, let me ask you a question. Is the hamza in the same word as the alif or no?
No. In the same word,
Yes, it's in the same word, right?
Yes.
Ma, this word ma, which means water, has 3 letters. Mim, alif, and then hamza at the end. Okay? This is called mad muttasil. Repeat after me. Mad muttasil.
مد متصل.
Muttasil means connected. And the reason why is because the alif and the hamza are in the same word. Sometimes, though, that doesn't happen. Sometimes the alif is at the end of the word, but the hamza is in the next word. That is called mad munfasil. Repeat after me. Mad munfasil.
مد منفصل.
Mad munfasil.
مد منفصل.
Mad munfasil.
مد منفصل.
Munfasil means disconnected. And that's because the alif and the hamza are in 2 different words. Let's look at another example where the vowel and the hamza are in the same word. Listen to the last 2 words. فَكُلُوهُ هَنِيئًا مَرِيئًا. Repeat after me. فَكُلُوهُ هَنِيئًا مَرِيئًا.
فكلوه هنيئا مريئا.
Okay, let's practice the word exactly. مريئا.
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 Now, if you notice here, Osama, that we're not lengthening the alif like in ma. We're lengthening the ya. Okay? Repeat after me. هنيئا.
هنيئا.
Good. Can you hear the ya?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the second letter. Whenever there's a ya followed by a hamza, we have mad. Okay? Let's look at another example with the waw. Listen to the last word. ثلاثة قروء. Repeat after me. ثلاثة قروء.
ثلاثة قروء.
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 Very good. So now there you have three sounds. The alif followed by hamza, the ya followed by hamza, and the waw followed by hamza. Okay? So let me ask you a question. Ahmed, what are the three letters of mad, or the three sounds that you heard?
Wow,
Good.
alif,
Good.
and
Abu Yusuf, can you help him out?
And yeah.
The ya.
And ya.
Very good. Those three sounds. Now, the question is, okay, well, how long do I draw out my sound? I mean, to me, I feel like I'm doing it for a very long time, and sometimes you might think you're doing it for a short time. So there's a way to count. Let's practice. Now, we want to count for 5 counts. It's not 5 seconds. It's 5 instances, or 5 movements. Let's do an example. What you need to do is you need to pull your hand out, and then close your fist. All right? And then we want to count 5 counts. Okay? So listen to the word. مَسَّنِيَ السُّوءُ. Okay? Repeat after me. السُّوءُ.
السوء.
Good. A little bit longer. السُّوءُ.
السوء.
Okay, good. And this is a nice rule. You don't have to do it for 5 counts. If you want to do it for 4 counts, you can do it for 4 counts too. Okay? Now, remember what we said. This was called mad muttasil because the alif and the hamza were in this, or the waw and the hamza, or the ya and the hamza were in the same word. Okay? Let's look at another set of words where the alif or the waw or the ya are not in the same word as the hamza. When we look at the examples, it'll become clear. The example that we have is إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ. Now, Ahmed, let me ask you a question. What's the first word that I said?
alif.
No, the first word, inna.
Oh, inna, yeah.
Okay, and then the alif is in the word inna, right? What about the hamza? Where is that? It's in the word...
That's in anzalna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you see how in ma, the alif and the hamza were in the same word? Whereas here, they're in different words. So you're thinking, well, what does that mean? Well, in tajweed, it's kind of important. Because the first kind, you have to do it for a long time, for 4 or 5 counts. The second kind, the one we're going to do now, it's optional. You can do it 2, 4, or 5. Okay? But inshallah, for our program, we're going to do it 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 counts. Okay? So let's practice that. Let's move on to the next example. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ. Repeat after me. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ. Now that has to be a little bit longer. Take a deep breath. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ.
أعطيناك.
That's better. One more time. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ.
أعطيناك.
Very good. Now those were examples where there was an alif. إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ. Let's look at the ya. This next example is pronounced ارجعي إلى ربك. Repeat after me. ارجعي إلى ربك.
ارجعي إلى ربك.
ارجعي إلى ربك.
ارجعي إلى ربك.
Very good. Borim, what sound were we elongating there? Do you know? Was it the alif, the ya, or the waw? In irji'i
The ya.
ila rabbik.
The ya.
The ya.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Let's move on to another example. Yahdi ila rushd. Repeat after me. يهدي إلى الرشد.
يهدي إلى رشد.
يهدي إلى الرشد.
يهدي إلى الرشد.
Okay, very good. So now that we've practiced the alif and the ya, let's practice the waw. فقالوا إنا سمعنا قرآنا. Repeat after me. فقالوا إنا.
فقالوا إنا سمعنا.
فقالوا إنا.
فقالوا إنا.
فقالوا إنا.
فقالوا إنا.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Let's move on to our final example, and inshallah, just to make sure that we drive the point home, we're going to take out our fingers and we're going to count inshallah. This is pronounced اتخذوا أيمانهم. One more time. اتخذوا أيمانهم. Repeat after me. اتخذوا أيمانهم.
اتخذوا أيمانهم.
اتخذوا أيمانهم.
اتخذوا أيمانهم.
Now, the hand trick is very useful. It's useful at first to getting your ear used to the length. But when I was a kid, I used to use my fingers to count and to add. But I don't do that anymore because I was just getting my training wheels and getting my bearings down. But once you get used to it and you get into it, you don't need that anymore. And it'll be like second nature. Okay, so let's ask a few questions here. Abu Yusuf, can you tell us what the difference is between al-mad al-muttasil and al-mad al-munfasil? Or we could start out by asking you, what does muttasil mean?
Which of questions? The first one?
Yes, let's start with the second one. What does the word muttasil mean?
The word muttasil does mean connected.
Okay, good. And munfasil?
The word munfasil, it does mean disconnected.
Very good. So what's the difference between mad muttasil and mad munfasil?
The difference between them is that the harf mad and the letter of the length in the mad muttasil, they are in the same word.
Okay.
With the hamza.
Okay.
Yeah, the letter that maybe will maybe be the alif or waw or ya, and the hamza are in the same word.
Okay, how about al-munfasil?
Al-munfasil, that is the disconnected, they are in the separated word.
Okay.
The letter of mad, alif, waw or ya is in the first word, and the hamza is in the follow word.
Okay, very good. So like for example in the word ma' means water. It has 3 letters in it. The mim, the alif, and the hamza. If you notice, the alif and the hamza are in the same word, whereas the other examples, inna anzalnahu, we had the word inna, and anzalnahu, the alif and the hamza were in separate words. So that basically wraps up the difference between the 2 kinds of mad that we're going to cover today. We hope you can practice them, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow again with more tajweed and more Qur'an. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.